Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with an incredibly late starting stream tonight. I apologize to everyone who's been waiting in the chat for like an hour and 15 minutes tonight. I had planned to start at 9 o'clock, but see, there's this major car accident with this flaming wreckage, and I had to drag this family to safety or they all would have died. Or I fell asleep with my daughter, and whichever one is most likely is the one you can believe. So I apologize, everyone. Thank you for everyone who still stuck it out and was chatting and everything. I was actually quite floored to see that people were still here when I came back. But nevertheless, let's get the colony underway. And thank you again for the super chats. Okay, so our colony has been growing fairly well. I mean, I'm staying at like 15 duplicants so far because I wanted to make sure everything was well balanced out. We're in a pretty good position oxygen-wise because our little oxygen chamber down here has been doing its work. And we've even managed to use it to set up our own little exosuit dock over here. It only has 4 suits in it right now, but it's okay. Last stream, if you watched that, of course, we built our fancy pinch of pepper plant to make sure we had enough pinch of pepper nuts in order for our duplicants to have the ever life-saving coffee from the espresso machine. Which, of course, is the most important thing. It's not really about the food. It's not really about the oxygen. It's about the opportunity to drink espresso when you're on break. That's the true requirement in any duplicant colony these days. Yeah, so everything's been going fairly well. There's a couple things I'd like to do in terms of expanding out the size of the colony so that we can actually get a few more people in here. We'll get another little wave of duplicants on board. Now, we do have a fair amount of food, but of course, the larger the colony we make, the more, of course, we're going to need to be able to produce food. So that's going to be a thing. But primarily to this today, I want to tap into this geyser up here, and we'll set up our gas power system. We should have enough gas in here probably to run 2 geysers, but because we haven't analyzed this, or sorry, 2 natural gas generators. But of course, we haven't analyzed this geyser, so I don't really know what the pattern is on this in terms of whether it's going to be active or not active and that sort of thing. And why does my sound so muted on this? Hold the phone. Something wrong here. The game sound just sounds really... I'm not sure if it's just me, but it sounds really quiet. Everything's set up the way it normally does, but I know my daughter was on the computer earlier, so I need to make sure that all the sound stuff is set up correctly here. I don't know. It's all on. That's weird. Just sounds super muted. Beats me. Man, I can't get over that sound. It's super quiet. I don't know why. That's going to bother me. Omar with the $7 super chat saying, yay! Thanks, Omar. Appreciate the super chat. And as always, I appreciate everyone's support. I can't figure out why game sound is as quiet as it is. Oh, that might do it. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud now. Should be better, though. I think my daughter was actually playing Oxygen Not Included earlier. She might have turned it all down. Okay, so, yeah, so we're going to tap into the natural gas geyser up here. Now, I don't have exosuits at this upper dock, so this might be a little bit slow going for them, but that's okay. We can make do. I think what I want to do... There's actually a fair amount of coal up here, too, we can tap into. I don't really want to muck around with the chlorine and stuff too much, but I'm going to build, like, a room in here that's going to contain our gas generators. And they'll have an overflow down here so that we have a place for the polluted water to go. And I think ultimately somebody made a mess. What's not working? Something didn't work. Something's wrong with the plumbing. How are you enjoying your new desk so far? It's good. I'm really enjoying it, actually. It's, like I said in the video, it's really nice and stable. I've already used it in the standing position a number of times. I actually worked for a while standing up today, which was great. It's nice to be able to move between sitting to standing so that when I'm on the computer for long periods of time, I'm not spending too long sitting because... Oh, yeah. Okay. We found the problem. I bunged everything up when I set up the pump down here to send up the additional wastewater. So we're going to need to do something about that. How am I going to separate this? Just Stewart with the $2 super chat. Dupe moosh, dupe moosh. Will you do the fandango? What? I thought it was Scaramouche, Scaramouche. But I guess the dupe was more appropriate for Oxygen Not Included, so I think that works. Ah, you're too funny. I'm really not 100% sure how I want to handle this. So what's going to happen here is the liquid this liquid pipe is actually going to send some liquid into the system here too, which isn't really what I want. Miss Darklinks with the super chat, 50 knock. I have no idea what currency that is, but insomnia is great when you're finally start streaming. Woohoo! Only 4 in the morning here. Oh my gosh, 4 in the morning. I'm sorry to hear you're up that late. That's crazy. Every now and then I see people on that are on the stream super late. Totally don't get it. But that's cool. Amazing, actually. Boy, I need to set up like some sort of a valve that stops things here. So maybe if we have like, if we have like a liquid sensor or something on the pipe, maybe. Is that even a possibility? Gaseous element sensor. No, I mean I think there's like germ sensors and stuff we can have, but I don't think we can have like a normal like an in-pipe liquid sensor. Oxygen's a luxury. Give them chlorine. Hey, they'll be a lot cleaner anyway. Are you able to check hashtag Oni in Discord? I am, but I can't do it right now while I'm streaming. Send excess water to the reservoir. Well, yeah, but the trouble is all of this down here is technically excess water. So if I send a route going off this way, theoretically what will happen is this will just continue to pump constantly, and it's going to send water down this way. What I really need is a situation where this is only filling things up in the case where we actually run out of flow from the bathroom system. In the interim, I'm gonna do something to shut this off. We're just gonna throw a valve on here. Maybe if we just like control the flow and only send small amounts through, just enough to sort of top things up, that might help. I can't put it there. We'll try putting it here. Try going that route. Because you can see it's well, fortunately it's not really backflowing into this system, but we do have this serious overflow. Everything here is backed up. We got a horrible mess. Everyone's gonna pee on the floor now. Because it's so backed up that it's not gonna flow. I mean the duplicate still managed to flow, but the system doesn't. It's just not so good. They're still managing to use the bathroom, so there's that. It's just it doesn't really have too many places to go. If you'll pardon the pun. Pipe element sensor and pipe shut off. Is that under the plumbing? Where do they stick those? Oh, here they are. Liquid pipe thermo sensor, germ sensor, element sensor. Becomes active when the configured element is detected. I think that's what we're gonna need. So if we take the oh, and I can't build that inside the tile, unfortunately. But I think this is the way to go. So we're gonna set this here. Let's cancel this. Cancel you two. Should cancel it all. Oh, did they already build that? No, they didn't. Cancel build. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna set a system up that will close off this bottom valve if it's detecting any liquid up here, and that way it'll only open it if this is dry, and then it'll run through, and that should hopefully solve the problem and people will stop peeing on the floor. Welcome, new member Tori. Thanks so much for the membership. I appreciate the support for the channel. Okay, so where's our liquid shutoff? There's our liquid shutoff there. I'm going to flip this sideways. And then we'll need some piping to go in from this side. This side through the sensor and up. No. Did it wrong. I done did it wrong. This I need the sense on this pipe. So this pipe here we're gonna have to branch off. Man, I tell you, every time I play this game, it's always one problem after another I find myself trying to solve. Gonna go like this. We'll deconstruct the ladder right here. On this pipe we're gonna use our fancy liquid element sensor. That's gonna connect to our shutoff, which I'll just put like right here. How much is membership? Membership is, I believe it's $4.99 a month. And that gives you, it's basically the same concept as what they had before for sponsorship. They just sort of renamed it, but it's $4.99 a month. That gives you the special little icon in the chat when you're chatting, as well as access to the special emotes that are for members only. And of course, you also get my undying gratitude for helping to support the channel. And they peed everywhere. It's a good thing they're really, really efficient at mopping up, because they're also really good at making a mess. So new member, Messy Leon, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. I also really appreciate the support that everyone's even here tonight, since we started so late. It's not like scheduling something and then not showing up. You know, that shows supreme, supreme respect, as it were. Okay, we want this set for polluted water. Is that even an option here? Where is it? Chlorine, crude oil, polluted water. There we go. This is gonna have to go through a NOT gate, though. I think. Let's just double check. I'll try hooking it up. When it gets the signal, it may do exactly what I want to shut it down. They keep having accidents. Yeah, well, they're having accidents because I made them the minor mistake of not giving them a toilet access. Let's deconstruct this. Ooh, you know what? Last time we also set up a system to pick up any excess hatches and dump them over here by the kitchen. I think I can get rid of them by dumping them down into some water. However, they've decided they have other plans, and they're just going to fly above the open door, you know, which is amazing. Added to my process improvement spreadsheet. That's right. I'm going to do a little Lean Six Sigma on this puppy. Get it all working. Ooh, this requires power. Throw some power in here. Alright, so we connect that. A little automation wire so we can connect the two of these. And we will see if this works. I mean, obviously, this is a system at risk right here. The calculator for your natural gas geyser, so if you could get that analyzed as soon as possible, that'd be helpful. Oh, alright. We could do that. It puts out I think that geyser, when I looked at it, puts out a decent amount of volume. Are they even able to reach that pipe? I don't know. Are they all sleeping? No, they're eating. It's break time. Oh, and they're making espresso, which is super important. Some of them are not so happy about the toilet system. There's a lot of discussion going on about our toilets today. Oh, and our hatches. They love the hatches. Ooh, man, they got alright, they got this going up here, which is good. Actually, let's see what we have here for power systems. I'm going to set up 2 natural gas systems. I may only end up using one of them, but there's no point in not building 2, I guess, since we're going to have enough gas volume. The tricky part will be setting up the pump here in order to draw the gas in. So I'm going to want to create like a little airlock system down below here so we can go in, set our gas pump inside, and draw the gas out. That will pump it out to here. The excess water that comes out of this, because it's going to make polluted water, will dump down to the bottom. Sadly, it's not really enough to be like a sustaining system for the colony. But at least it'll give us something. And throw a little ladder in here, too. Actually, you know what? I could probably put, like, what kind of gas we have in here? Oh, there's all hydrogen in here. That's going to be a problem. Somebody else peed on the floor. Oh, come on, guys. I know the bathroom is a little backed up. Bunged that whole system up a tiny bit. Oh, gosh. Oh, they're peeing on the stairs. Come on. This is going to be germ central. Pull Lonnie with a $2 super chat. Access your geyser from the side of your exosuits. Yeah, but the exosuits are way down bottom here, so they're gonna have to go like they're gonna have to rush way up top. It's just really not gonna be good. Ugh, they peed all over the bedroom. Where else did they pee? I heard someone else make a mess. Oh, here we go. They made. Oh, yeah. Ew. Ew. We're using a pee cooling system on our power generation, so you know it should be fine, right? Everything's good. Oh my gosh. I don't think they can reach this tile that I'm telling them to break. Let's throw a little ladder in here. We're gonna need a priority 7 because this needs to be solved like right away. No, stop peeing! There's pee everywhere! Ah! Arluco, how you doing? I think we're distracting him. Oh yeah, no, we're not distracting me. We're just. Oh look, they're even stifling the plants by peeing on them. It's not enough they're getting germs everywhere. They're actually stopping plant growth by smothering it in pee. Ew. Come on, guys. Somebody do the work that's needed. Oh, there we go. Ooh, did they finish that now? Oh, good. Okay, so they got this sorted. We made a little mess in here, but that's okay. We can mop that up. And mop all this up. Oh, my gosh. Oh, we made a... There's so much pee. It made its own little water seal. And that might just be polluted water from the pipe I broke. We've created our own airlock. Oh, my gosh. Why can't I just bring that up here and get them to do it? Ruh-roh. All right. Let's go, you know what? I might be better off up here making a liquid lock. So what I'm going to do is dig this part out. I'm going to leave this not dug out. We're going to throw a water bottle up here. Or water bottle... Bottle emptier up here, rather. And they can ideally use that as a mechanism to drain some water in here. We'll create a water lock. And that'll give us convenient access in and out of here. And I can just set the pump up inside. That way I don't have to set up like a separate room the way I sometimes do. And there comes the mess again. At least they peed right where they were already cleaning. They're efficient cleaners. You gotta give them that. They make a mess, but yeah, pee storm hugs. No kidding. Germ Central. Good Lord. I tried to get all fart. I can't talk tonight. I'm a mess. I tried to get all smart and fancy, but yeah, see, this is all... Where's our automation grid? So this is not doing what I wanted to. It's actually doing the opposite of what I wanted to. So I need a NOT gate in here. This NOT gate is going to control the flow. So if we go automation wire into here, this into here, and then deconstruct this here. So what this will do is, if it's not detecting liquid, it will open this, and if it is detecting liquid, it'll close it. And that hopefully will stop this whole system from backing up on me. Now we have lost a little bit of water production out of this, because now that we're sending it over here to our little garden, we're no longer sending it off to a separate reservoir in order to fill it up. But building that house, nah, they can just sweep. We're almost done. They can do some fancy mopping and things. Sub priority 7. Do this first, please. My word. That is a horrible, disgusting, awful, ugly mess right there. Duplicants and their messes. Okay, this little farm here, how many tiles is this? 52 tiles out of a maximum of 96, so we can double up on our farm space. What I'm going to do is dig this out. I'm going to throw a ladder in here. We'll throw some more farm tiles down bottom here. This will be like our two-layer mushroom farm instead. And because it's all contained in one room, we'll get that fancy benefit. This will also lower our CO2 level a little bit, so we might actually see this drop even lower. Eventually, I'm going to need some sort of a cleaning system in here. Wow, what's going on here? This water's not flowing properly. Why is it getting messed up here at our little valve? Oh, it's because we got to have a double input. Aha. Hold on. Deconstruct this, and that should improve our general flow through here. There's Darklinks with the super chat. Thanks for replying on Steam. A stream comment, by the way. Thank you for being here to make a stream comment and a super chat, no less. Not get needs to follow the pointy end. I'm super confused. Just wanted to throw another tag at the others while hold on a second here. Hold that thought. Just wanted to throw another tag at you while others are yelling at you. You do you. You're doing terrible, but you do you. Yeah, thanks, Durgan. I think I appreciate that. Oh, wait. I see what you're telling me. The pointy end is the direction that it actually goes in, right? I just flipped it around the wrong way. Oh. No, it seems to be working. Or is it? Oh, you know what's going on? Actually, behind this this valve, I still have the pipe. Because I just put it right on top. Deconstruct liquid pipes back here. Will this do what I need it to do? It's gonna make another mess, though. Not gates backwards. I don't know, it looked like it was working, but I think I just have a pipe that's behind this thing instead of actually just being the valve itself. Okay, now if we connect here. Now it's working. Now that pipe's not doing anything crazy back there. If we look at our automation, the signal's coming in because there's liquid, so it's making it a not signal, which is closing the valve. So I think it's okay. Not 100% sure on that, but I think so. We shall see. Made a mess again. Oh my guys, they're just peeing everywhere. Their bedroom has got to be so germy at this point. Whoever's on decontamination duty, I feel really bad for them. Because they're actually decontaminating the duty. Yeah, I know. Bad pun. That's what I do here. Sensors, the input-output goes to shut off. Pointing it away from the sensor. Well, I don't know. It looks like it's working. I think regardless of which way you send in the signal, it still does the same thing, though, doesn't it? Oh, it's hard to tell because they haven't finished that pipe right there. Hold on. Let me set a priority on that. Oh, all right. They already did it. See, there's nothing here that's trying to move. So we'll see what happens as this drains away, and maybe we'll find out. It may not even get a chance. This is staying backed up so consistently now. We shall see. As long as the toilets are functioning. They're going to the bathroom now instead of peeing on the floor. I mean, that's a plus. If the knock gets backwards, it's always red. Oh, is that what happens? All right, let's deconstruct this then. We'll flip it around the right way. The knot gate is backwards. The CrypticFox can't follow arrows. There's even an arrow right on it. Let me tell you, it takes a long time to develop this level of intelligence. Yeah. No, they're all sleeping. They're sleeping. Poor little guys. They're all tuckered out. We worked them too hard. You know what? I want another seed. Let's build a ladder up here so I can dig this out. This will give us a last seed we can actually plant in the final plant, which will consume a little bit more of the wonderful, wonderful, polluted, ugly, dirty water. Oh, right. That pipe I broke. Left a little mess down here. I should probably clean that up, huh? All these duplicants getting wet feet. Just loving life. Mop up this ugly mess. Oh, come on, guys. Stifling my plants. What it does when you get the liquid layer on there is it creates like a little vacuum space where they're not getting the gas pressure they need to grow. Yeah, that's right. Hashtag #1. SMRT. SMRT. Would it be easier just to change the wires to the right place? To change the pipes? Or the wires? I don't know. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? No, I didn't even... Yeah, I guess we could do that. Whatever. Let's click on here. Deconstruct. Bloop. I'll have you know I work in efficiency. I don't specialize in doing things efficiently. Wait a minute. What's going on there? There we go. Okay, so it should work now. Although this system backed up so much, it's going to be a while before it even needs an opportunity to take from the pump at the bottom, which is probably a good thing, I guess. For now. Maybe. More pee. Where's more pee? I don't see more pee. Please, Lord, no more pee. It's just too much. Okay, that's all covered. They got it all. We're good. Okay, up here. Oh, they did pee up here. Man. This one here can stay. I'm putting wastewater down here anyway. We're going to set this for water. And I want this to be enable auto-bottling. Kind of gradually work our way in here. Oh, no, if I pop that one, it's going to actually... It's going to let the gas in. Can't do that yet. This is just barely touching, so they have just enough they can actually take the water from here. You know, actually, let's maybe... Try to encourage the water to move a little bit more towards our bottler. Oh, he's trying out mushrooms. Yeah, we got mushroom foods. And the hatch is still here. I gotta do something with that. Let's deconstruct this door. I wonder if I can I put this, the critter drop-off in liquid? Will it still work? Will it still work? Inquiring minds want to know. Couldn't you have built another mushroom row on top of the original instead of on below it? Not really. It's a little crowded in here. I mean, this works just as well. Ultimately, this is going to be the same for me. Copy settings. Get some fancy mushrooms planted. That's going to take a lot of slime now, which is going to be sort of the major fallback on this system. Now, there is some slime in here, but not as much as probably we need to have. Make sure this is still a proper room. It is not. How big is this thing? Room size 100 tiles. I went one too far. So this last one's actually got to go. We're going to deconstruct that instead. We'll throw a little wall here at the end. This will make up for the excess space I had there, so that should be fine. Turkin, $5 super chat. Logic flow is from sensor to valve. Arrow goes to sensor toward that's affecting. Sensor sends signal in direction of gate, not to the item. No, not gate to the item. Yeah. Yeah, I was just, I don't know what it was doing. For some reason, when I looked at it, I wasn't looking at the arrows on it. I can only blame my SMRtiness. It's hard being this smirt. These guys crowded in here by any chance? Oh my gosh, pick the Dreco. Pick the... Alright. I can't choose the Dreco. Brian, do you have airflow tiles under your natural gas gens? Yep, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? I am on the ball today. Thank you. That'll make a whole lot more sense now. I mean, it would still just run off and drip down here in the ladder in the end. It wouldn't be that big a deal. However, it's a little bit more efficient to not do it that way and do it maybe the proper way. Eat slime? Just kill a dupe. Ranch up some puffs. Ta-da, insta-slime from more puff symbiosis? Well, the puffs produce polluted oxygen, but they don't produce slime. Oh, the puffs I get, yeah, if we can get puffs in there, it would do it. We probably should have a puffed ranch, except I haven't really dug into a place where we can set one up. Maybe over here. We do have a puffed here. How big is this room? We might even be able to get like some little pacus going in here too. Not that there's a lot of water, but how big is this room space? No room. Close the space with doors to make a room. Well, yeah, I guess it's just this room's just generally too big to be called a room. Let's dig some of this up here. Some algae too, I guess. I think I'm gonna put some pneumatic doors in here from their walk-on, so that maybe they won't have to jump up so much. Let's put a little actual floor here. Ew. So what I'm thinking is they maybe if I give them something to walk on, they won't have to run through the polluted water so much. I can try to set this up for our puff prince. But this way, if the puff prince poops, actually, I don't even care if he poops in the water. Well, though, if he poops in the water, then it won't sublimate. So I guess that's well great. It's fine. We're good. Don't worry about it. Fix the pipe between your storage area. The valve has a pipe built through it, so it freaks out. Oh, this one does. I got it. That's why it wasn't working. Insulate liquid pipe. Deconstruct that. There we go. That's why it was being all weird. I forgot I just slapped that red on top. There we go. Oh. Ha! We broke it. We broke everything. Played Stardew Valley for 9 hours straight. I had no internet. No internet. I suffer when I don't have internet these days. Developed a session with convincing you to get rid of the former Dreco jail. Looking at it induces physical pain. Oh, I see why you wanted to try to create a little more space up there. I get it. I gotcha. All right. Let's try to get rid of this. I still have to leave this gap in here, though, so maybe... I don't know what I'm going to put in here, but something, maybe. We deconstruct all this. And we dig right here. Just give us like a little pocket of space. I don't know what good it's going to be, but... Oh, they can't reach that ladder because I didn't give them a way to get up here. That's probably something we need too. Needs more ladders. This colony needs more ladders. There's just not enough of them. Boop, 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 boop. Valve needs power. Yep. Little 10-watt power consumption. Man, I left a whole bunch of things at the end of last stream like partially built. That's what we call skill. Uh-oh. What happened down here? Why did this get tapped out? That should not happen. Oh, blast. Alright, I need to fix this. You know what? I'm just going to connect this all to the main power grid. Forget about it. Game said not enough oxygen generation. Yeah, it's because our oxygen system turned off. For some reason, this ran out of power. Maybe because I had a third pump in there that I wasn't accounting for. I mean, that's probably the likely scenario. The trouble is, if I connect this to the main power grid, we're going to have a real serious issue. Let's throw a manual generator in here. Try to prime the system a little bit. Man, there's always something that breaks things up on me. Use a switch to connect to the main power grid so you don't overload the system. Yeah. Well, for right now, I'm going to try just setting up the... I just need this pump to kick in a little bit to move some hydrogen so we can get the generator going again. So they're not actually producing enough power just by running on the treadmill, but if we get just enough in here to give it little boosts, the system can kind of prime itself up. Okay, I think we're good. Good lord. I took this off the main power grid. We'll leave it attached to the oxygen grid to make sure I don't run out of oxygen. It's kind of important. Oh gosh, wow, that shifted quickly. We have good gas pressure, but still, all this stuff moved upwards. All right, as the pressure rebuilds up here, all the CO2 is going to compress down again. So it's not really a big deal. I just not really happy with what happened there. Bad news bears. The smart battery has a thing to turn it back to default. Set an automation thing on smart battery. Active. Well, I mean, I have a double generator on here now, so it should be better. Okay, that's good. So part of the reason why I have this on here just running constantly is that when we do get an overload from this system, we need to burn it up. Otherwise, this pump isn't able to move gas. So it's just going to churn through it, but this will make sure that we still have consistent power build up by using the batteries. I mean, theoretically, this should create the same backup in the system, but we'll see. Whatever. As long as it keeps running. Don't forget to finish the wall on your shroom farm. Oh yeah, we gotta do that too. Throw this in here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make this out of insulated. Things are a little bit warmer out here. It's only it's only 31. Forget it. It's fine. It'll do. We don't even have enough dust caps to plant in here, but eventually we will. Swap the numbers on the slider for the smart battery for oxygen generation. To go into standby when it's at 31. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, system's overloaded. I kept meaning, oh yeah, I kept meaning to swap all the batteries for the wires. Let's what do we have metal wise? I don't want tungsten. Copper. Let's see. Raw metal. We have copper ore. We don't really have a ton of it. Well, I mean, ton. I know we have some literal tons, but I mean, we don't have a whole pile of anything necessarily. I'm gonna make some gold. We'll do some gold wiring down there. Third floor mushroom farm is an empty space. This isn't attached to the farm. It's empty. So if we check our room size... Ooh, this still isn't right. 97 tiles. Oh, come on. You're killing me. All right, fine. It's lame, but we'll do that. Can I make things a little prettier down here? Ooh, we can. Pictures of the mushroom farm. That's what everyone needs. When you have no oxygen and you're wheezing, working with stinky mushrooms and all kinds of slime, what you really want is a nice piece of artwork. Why is this not planted? Can they not reach that? They can't reach that. That's the real reason why that's not planted. Alright. Now they can reach it. I probably already had a seed. I sent them down here to get one. They probably already had one. Then again, using Bosch reaction would give you elemental carbon and water. Oh yeah, sure. What he said. Is that hatch dying? Which one? The one that's tied up here? Laying upside down? Why does somebody let him loose? There he goes. Where'd all our hatches go? 6. I wonder if we had some hatches die. -1 calories, 70 of 100. I wonder if they just died. So I wonder if we had some die of old age. 29 of 100. Man, our hatch farm shrunk all of a sudden. There's only 3 of them in here. This drop-off needs to go. Deconstruct that. Let's throw some tile under here. Cryptic and Frank Jackson. Why don't you breed the cow? Paintings in your mushroom cave just makes you a fun guy. Evil puns. I still want one more wheezewort for in here. What's our temperature coming out of here now? It's like a gas pipe. Oxygen 15.9, 16. Oh, see, it stopped flowing for a little bit, so it kind of super cooled again. Oh, man, I was worried that was going to happen. This has got to go. Wait, cancel. The hydrogen, so here's my trouble. The hydrogen's going to build up in here, I think. We've got the system so backed up now with all this hydrogen that's in here. Eventually, the hydrogen's going to build up to the point where it's going to make its way down to where the oxygen pumps are, and then we're going to be moving. We're going to wind up moving hydrogen through our oxygen flow, which would really stink. Why not a 3rd floor of mushrooms for that empty space? Well, because it can't be part of the farm. Like this is separate. We've got just enough tiles in the farm to make this a proper farm space now, or greenhouse. We're at 96 tiles on a potential maximum of 96. So, I mean, theoretically, we could put another one right here. It just won't be part of the farm. But we don't even have enough dust caps to plant all the spots that are in here yet. So maybe let's wait until we have some excess seeds, and then we can think about that. Check our Discord message from Ari. I will, but I can't while I'm streaming. You can put a transformer automated by the smart battery. That way you can deactivate the smart battery. Falls below 30%. It'll feed power to base as available. Oh, you mean like tap into the base power. So the thing I have to be really cautious of with the base power is that this system down here has a big draw on it. Like if we look at this, it's 1200 watts just in the stuff that we have in here. So if we add 1200 watts onto the potential up here that's already at 2660, it's kind of a lot of power potential draw. Now, some of this grid is not necessarily overloading on a consistent basis because the things that are on it are moving sporadically, but there's actually a lot on here. This grid needs to be separated. I kind of procrastinated on this, but I really need to set up 2 grids in here. Which means we are going to need more of the, what do they call it, space things. Let's add another layer here of meal lice. going to dig all this out. And then up top here, we're going to throw in another power transformer. And off of this, we'll throw our wire, which we can connect. What the? Hello? McFly. Ooh, I have no metal. Alright, that's a problem. Why do I not have metal? I feel like we've been harvesting so much metal and I never have any. Oh, there it is. That's weird. Alright, Wolframite. Let's use gold. Connect that to the grid. And then I can separate it down here and we'll have like a left side and a right side to our grid so things don't get so overloaded. Deuce. It's freezing. But at least the decor is nicer. Yeah, that's right. If you're gonna freeze, you might as well look at some nice plant life. Ooh, we got a little hatch up here. Wrangle that puppy. Wait, power transformers on the other side of batteries? So coal and battery, then transformer? Well, there's two things here. I mean, you can have batteries on both sides. So in this situation, once you send the power through, you'll store power on the one side. This whole thing is a little weird because these batteries were down here for such a long time, right? We built them early on in the colony. I haven't looked at temperature in a while. 27 degrees. Things are warm, even though the air we're sending out is of reasonable temperature quality. It's just, man, heat is really one of those things. It's just really hard to combat. I mean, even with the insulation, we're still generally warming up inside the colony. They're not even using these. I'm gonna destroy these. They're not even using these things anymore. Deconstruct the wires. Get our copper back. Ooh, that's already connected, so we can separate like right in here. That'll give me two separate power grids that hopefully won't be overloaded so much. Instead of having, it's down to, by separating that, we got this side down to 1400 and this side is at 1260. So the max potential is still too high, but again, it's not using it constantly. It is showing that it's overdrawing it. I didn't realize the doors were so much. Let's get rid of this door. I have a CO2 lock here anyway. I don't really even need that door. Usually need coal and transformer the battery. Yeah, well that's kind of what I'm doing here, right? So we have coal generators. The smart battery here was just to kind of like control the amount of coal being consumed. So if the system continues to tap the battery down, then great. We want the generators to run, but if they're not, like in this situation right here, this battery is not even going down. Just kind of weird. Power available, 17.6 kilojoules. It's not even fluctuating. What is this going on here? No power consumers. Oh, it's not connected. Is that a heavy watt wire? Oh, that's why. Cancel. Stop with the heavy watt wire. Thank you. Regular wire is what we want. There we go. I just shut off everything on this side because I separated the wire before it was really connected. Jakarm got a new job and a girlfriend in the same day? That's skill right there. Always got mad skills. Congratulations, Jakarm. CrypticFox. Geyser, remember? Yeah, we're getting there. This is done now. Deconstruct that. We can dig in here. Gonna throw some tile in here so our scientists can run across the gap. Do a little analysis. I do need to promote someone again, though, which is going to cause some challenges. There's a Draco seed or a Draco egg up here. Thought I paused the game. I did. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Good lord. Texture auction production. Need to add a transformer to feed excess power from that system into the base, i.e. hydrogen, smart battery, transformer. Yeah, I think the issue really is just that we're actually producing... Oh no, this slowed down. We finally got to a place where we weren't consuming excess. So The challenge is really the smart battery. Like, having it set up on here to turn this off makes sense for conserving hydrogen, but my issue isn't so much that I want to conserve the hydrogen as it is that I want to spend it. Unless I have another generator. Right? Like, if I have 3 generators drawing the hydrogen down, then we can produce, again, more excess power to feed into our general power grid. Dirt low, starvation imminent. Oh my gosh, is it really? Ah, back's killing me. I need to stand up soon. Let's see. Raw minerals. Organic. Dirt. Oh yeah, 1,718 kilograms. We do need an alternative food supply that I was not paying attention to because I was mucking around with power systems and oxygen. We started down here with mushrooms, but this is not enough to support a colony of this size. We do have... How's our pinch of pepper nut stuff? Cooking ingredients. Pinch of pepper nuts. They've been using it all for coffee. You know, because that makes perfect sense. That's what I do. We have all this sleep wheat grain down here we can gather up. So let's maybe do that. We need a storage up here for them to put it, though. We can make frost buns out of it. We can do a critter drop-off down here for our excess critters, but we're not really producing enough to make good use of those. I want this to be set just for sleep wheat grain, so... Sleep wheat grain. Told me earlier they needed to steal a goat for you to get my dupe into your colony. Where do I ship your goat? Niobe. I don't know. I didn't really thought that far ahead. Store the excess hydrogen in a separate room? I mean, potentially. How are they going to move this guy? Come on. Why haven't they taken him down to our fancy little drop-off? Max critter 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the egg is 5. Why haven't they dropped him off? Oh, he got loose. He was wrangled there for so long. Do we not have somebody? Hold on. Where's... I gotta check my jobs. There's gotta be somebody on supply, right? Somebody's... Yeah, we got gophers. Why is nobody carrying that over there? So weird. We don't have a chef either. I think a chef would help because we can actually get some decent food production. Ufio, cooking of 2. Cooking 0. Art student. Can't get low enough to even see their skill set. I can't scroll down. No! Alright, hold on. Epinamis Nulani. We need to see what their skill set looks like. Epinamis Nulani. Skills. Tinkering, athletics 9, 0 cooking. Alright, so let's rule that one out. We want our farmers and our ranchers. We don't really need 2 scientists anymore. Man, look at the mad skills on these guys. You know what? Let's move Noodle Gran down there. Noodle Gran can work on her cooking. She's got a little bit of skill down there. She's got like 2 points worth of it, so it's not like she's not gonna be a mad good cook or anything. Chances are there are multiple hatches feeding in the same spot at the ranch. Maybe, like if they're running, if they're overlapping each other. But hold on, it should normally tell me how many are in here, right? Where's our room overlay? Oh, it has 7 critters in it. Wow, that's really weird. But they'd be moving exactly the same? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is going on? Is that like a weird graphical bug or something? If so, that's really messed up. Okay, let's set this over here for our overflow for our critters. We want hatches in here and hatchlings. Actually, just hatches. We don't want them to take hatchlings over here. If we can avoid it anyway. See what happens. No, not wrangle. There you go. Wrangle him. Are they all standing on the food? I mean, maybe there's maybe there's multiple critters at this drop-off point. There is. They're all just standing here at the drop-off point for some reason. That's got to be a bug of some kind. Let's try and re-wrangle them. There's like 3 of them standing on the same spot right here at the drop-off. Welcome to the hatch pit. It's a bug. Yeah, definitely. That was really weird. All right, so we moved one over there. Although that might have been the one from up top. Like, this is set to 6. It should auto-wrangle the surplus, and it's not doing it. What happens if I deconstruct this thing? Can I get this bug to go away? Oh, wait. We'll see what happens when they wrangle them and drop them off again. Oh, there you go. Okay. That started the moving again. Okay, now we can see the actual number of hatches here, so that's good. Better. Man, that was weird. That's such a weird bug. How many eggs could they be in the same tile? Yeah, they were all just standing there on top of the critter drop-off. I've never seen that happen before. Destroy the smart battery near the coal generator. You're eating up a lot of coal. Well, the... Oh. When did I do that? All right, that was smart of me. You know what's funny? I actually had the smart battery set up here, but these are already turned off. I don't think I even had them connected to automation. Oh, I did. There we go. This last one isn't connected, though. Just sort of a small little gap. Just a minor gap. Okay, there we go. So now, as long as this battery has power, these won't run. That'll save us a tiny bit of coal. Dirt is really going to be a problem very, very soon. To go with the tile beneath them. Oh, that would have been another option. We could have dropped them, but it looks okay now. We wrangled them. They got loose again. They're all moving around properly once more. So that does seem to be okay. It's weird, but it's okay. I love that we have some shine bugs in here. See our water situation. Okay, this seems to be working good now. We don't have this weird overflow problem. I wonder if the water... I want to see the water get down to the point where this activates and the water comes from this other pipe. I don't know if it will get to that point before this overflow gets here. Show me, show me, show me. Ah, there we go. Some minor confusion, but it fixes itself quickly, so that's good. Nice. Okay, so that system should be self-maintaining now for the most part. Ooh, this is almost full. So that should turn this shut off soon. Which means the tank over here is dry and our poor Paku fish is suffering. Anytime we can make the Paku suffer, that's what we're going to do. When you feed a hatch coal and it pops out less coal, you actually can't feed them coal. They won't eat it. It's like just one of those things they won't do. Copy settings. We don't have dirt, so this is going to pretty much tap us out. There's all sandstone up here. I don't think we even have any more dirt we can dig up at this point. I think sandstone. Tiny, tiny little bit of dirt there. A little bit of dirt over here. So we're going to need to start to produce dirt, too, which means molten dirt through volcano time. Once I get the power generation set up here, maybe we'll play around with the volcano. Try and see if we can do something with that without incinerating anybody. You want hydrogen generators to run all the time. You want always to have power. System is set up, generates excess hydrogen. You just want to burn that and feed the excess power to the base. Yeah, I mean, I want it to run constantly. I did try setting it up down there so I could make sure that... My one concern I had was that I'm actually drawing more power in here than one generator can produce. Which is why I built a second generator, but also with 2 of these running, we're producing a fair amount of hydrogen, more than this thing consumes. So... I mean, for right now, my primary concern is that this continues to running, and I'm less concerned about feeding excess power in. Although, for better efficiency, we really should have a setup here that does take the excess power and feeds it into the base safely. We could actually do that just through... you know what? We can do that right now, even. Where's my wire set up? Like, if I went right here, deconstruct. Well, not all this. Cancel that. Deconstruct this wire here. And then we can actually just use the transformer because the power will only ever flow one way. Yeah, that's what I want. If we put a transformer like right here, then we can connect it to the power grid. It's only really to feed one side of the base, though. It's not like we're feeding it into the hole. Now we take this. Now excess power that comes off of this system will feed through the transformer into the base. The only trouble is that, like, let me, hold on, I don't want to get this entirely set up. The only trouble with this is it will draw power constantly as it feeds it in here. So I need something that only says, like, if we have excess power, send the power through. So maybe when this is maxed out, instead of using this to control the hydrogen pumps, maybe I'll use it to control a power flow instead. So like a shut-off switch. So if we throw a power shut-off in here. Where's the feed on this? It doesn't even show like a plug on it. If we can control the power shut-off, so when this maxes out, shuts the power off. I guess the wire just runs through it, same as the regular switch. Fox build the generators in the cold biome. I mean, it could. I don't really have anything to worry about right now, temperature-wise, for the power production. It's a little hot down here, but that's okay. It's far enough away from the base and kind of insulated that it's not... I don't think it's really contributing too much to the heat. This hot water is not so great, though. 39-degree water. I went through all the trouble to set off the shut-off valve so that when this detected water, it would turn the valve off, but we ran out of water anyway. It didn't really net any result. Let's kill that fish. Can't give it water anyway. Oh, you know what I should do? What I should do is be responsible for our fishy. We'll try and take this space out here. I don't think he can get back in there, but we'll try. We'll give him every opportunity for like an attempted survival. CrypticFox, yes! The system is right. Just had a transformer connected with an automation wire to the smart battery. Yep. Can you automate transformer so you can set it to cut it off? Not the transformer, but you can. At least I don't think you can. Let me just double check. Oh, you can. Oh man, I don't even need the switch. I should have looked at that. Deconstruct. Let's not use that. Instead, we'll take our wire from here. This is actually going to have to flow through a NOT gate, I think. So when this is full, I want it to shut this off, right? No. No, I don't. Okay, I want it this way. I don't need a NOT gate. There. Too much fuss and muss. Show me that sweet, sweet automation. It's almost done. All right. In the meantime, it's actually closed out, so that's good. Okay. So now any excess power that we have coming out of here that's not being used to power the system in general will be used to add extra power to the base, which doesn't technically need it because we're not really tapping it out, but that's okay. Just cut out the dirt bitumen and just put molten gold into plants. Yeah, fair enough. Not getting for smart battery transformers, so it says 35% not flow power. Yeah, the way I have this set up right now is it's saying if the battery's full... If the battery's full, send a standby signal, but that's not actually what I want. If the battery is... I can't reverse these numbers in for it. Yeah, so I definitely do need a NOT gate. You are correct. Let's let it we'll let it draw down to maybe like 40%. And we will throw a NOT gate in here. And we'll deconstruct the wire this here. You need a NOT gate. Yeah, I just had to work my brain through it a little bit. There we go. There's a lot of NOT gate speech going on there. Have I ever played Terraria? I have, yeah, a very long time ago. I haven't played in a couple years. There we go. Battery's full. Opens this up, sends excess power into the base, which we don't necessarily need, but that's okay. When this gets down low, it'll close that off and allow it to power back up, so that's okay. We're good. Transformer pulls 5K power. Wires will overload. Well, no, the overload is based not on how much power is being sent into the wire, but how much is being taken out of the wire. That's what determines whether it overloads or not. So the potential draw on this wire is 1260 watts, but this circuit's not currently even drawing any power. Funny enough. So it doesn't really even need to do anything. The excess power I'm sending out there is not even doing anything. It's brilliant. Excellent. All right, we can move this pump over, I guess. We can deconstruct this. Move the pump over to here. Oh, the Paku found his way into the water. Good job, little guy. Just flip-flopped his way right in there. Your generator. What about my generator? Help me figure that out. Oh my god. How did I deconstruct that? I thought I was just clicking on the wires. Game, you're killing me. You're killing me. It's insane. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Cancel this. Choose my materials this time. I can make it out of gold, so I will. That is just... I am so smart. It's smarty. Cries in the corner. I don't know how I clicked on the hydrogen generator. Oh, you know what? Because it's so tall, when I was clicking on the wires, I got the generator with it. The hydrogen generator was just a complete misclick. If you have extra power, we can get the arcade. Yeah, it's actually... The grid that it's planted on right now is different, though. So I separated the two grids. This one's actually a little bit overdrawn. For max. It's flashing like it's being... Like it's under strain, but there's not actually any power consumption going through it right now, which is funny. My bigger problem for the arcade is not having room for it. I mean, we could get rid of the water cooler. Try putting it in there. I feel like the water cooler is overrated anyway. Although it does add plus 11 to core. Oh, there we go. We just ran out of dirt. That says coal, but it looks... Oh, yeah. That's coal. For a second there, it looked like dirt. Well, we're about to run into food problems. We need a scientist here, too. Jobs. Where's our scientist? See if we can make everything bad. We're going to send Jakaram up to a top-level scientist, which means he's going to be super unhappy because we're feeding him garbage. He's got a nice decor space to live in, but he's being fed garbage, so he's not going to be happy about that. Stuart Turner, $1.99 super chat. Automation is my enemy in this game. Okay, that was entertainment. Do another super chat from Niobe. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. It flashes when you're highlighting not under... It flashes when you are highlighting it not under stain, just under attention. Oh, yeah. Well, no, not even. So, see, I'm not clicking on it right now. And it shows that it's under strain, but it's not. Where this wire over here doesn't show it. I don't know why that is. It's just got, like, I don't know. Like, it normally flashes when it's under strain, but... For whatever reason, it's a different color. Beats me. Pleasant chit-chat. They're having pleasant chit-chat. How nice. Does the water filter produce dirt? No, it produces polluted dirt. And polluted dirt can only really be turned into fertilizer. You can't turn it into normal dirt, which kind of stinks. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it is. In order to get regular dirt, we pretty much have to... Well, what do we got? What do we have for dirt options now? Oh, wait, no, it does... Wait, there's something that does produce dirt now. They changed it. The compost. Compost produces dirt. However, it's not producing enough of it. We just don't have enough waste that we're producing. Because I switched off of a system where we're using outhouses. We're getting some polluted dirt from our water sieves. So if I can get a water pump going here, that'll get another small supply of it going. But we're just not producing enough. Start looking pump it here. I need piping. We need wiring. Make it iron, I guess. We'll use the iron. Alright, pump some more water through there. $2 super chat. Hashtag analyze the geyser. Yeah, that's actually why I promoted somebody, because I wanted to do that. So let's go ahead and analyze this. I'm actually at the rate I'm going, I'm producing way more power than I really even need. Power. These are gonna need heavy watt wires. We'll send these out. Ooh, what am I making this out of? Iron. Okay. It's gonna take a lot of heavy watt wire to get down here. Okay, we're gonna connect this to the main grid. These are also going to produce... We need a gas output on these, I think. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, we need gas output on this because I think this produces CO2, so we're going to need that. Insulated gas pipe, I guess. Where do I want to set my CO2? Whoops. Why was that still clicked on? Oh, that was weird. It just undid like everything. Super weird. I don't know where I'm going to send the CO2 right now. We're going to need a place to like scrub it or something. Slumptastic, $5 super chat. Just hit cycle 505. Hashtag CrypticFox. Thanks, Slumptastic. Appreciate the super chat. Congrats on hitting a high cycle colony. My colonies never get to be that high, in part because I end up rebuilding colonies all the time. I'm running into one of those rare circumstances right now where I'm actually running out of resources like dirt. Suffocating. What's going on here? We have lots of oxygen. We have plenty of food. So we do have a bridge that we can, like a bit of a bridge gap, at least in the food production. How much have we got stored in here for sleet wheat grains? No, I mean, theoretically, they got a bunch in there. Let's go ahead and set this up for making frost buns for now. So they can cook those up. Oh, the water is just... I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this pitcher pump here for long. Bottle up here. You know what? This water that's coming out over here isn't germed. I should really, after I sieve it, I should pump some up and dump it into this reservoir up here. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. It's going to get a little warm up there, but I really should have done that a while ago. We have a double... I want this to prioritize sending it over here. And then if it doesn't have that... Then... Can I even put this in here? I don't even know if I can reach it. And I wanted to dump it in here. They may have trouble reaching, like, building the pipes and stuff in there, but... So what it'll do is it should prioritize going through this to fill this reservoir, but when this one's full, it'll send an alternate flow up to here to refill this. So we'll have clean water up there for working with. Make a smart battery for the gas generator. We should, yep. Ooh, what's all this stifling? Oh, fertilization. And so the sudden death of the colony begins. We don't have nearly enough mushroom dust caps. Let's maybe get some guys digging in the swamp area a little bit. Trying to find some relief. If we send our exosuit guys in here, they can dig through this space. Get ourselves some mushroom caps in there. We'll start to clear out all the swamp space down here a little bit. Maybe we can make like a supersized mushroom farm. That'd be neat. Get like 2 of them. Trying to totally supplant what we have up here. If we can actually get enough food production through an alternate source, I can destroy all the farm I built up here for mealwood and replace it with living space. We'll add in more duplicates. That'll be the plan. We do need like a lot of slime and stuff to feed a lot of mushrooms, though. So we'll see how that goes. Early gravestones equals self-fulfilling prophecy? Maybe. I'm gonna dig like a big tunnel like all the way through here. What I'd like to do is I actually should set up storage over here for slime also. If I can do a slime storage in here, so when they're digging in this space, they can store the slime here, and then we'll set an automation system, take the slime from here, and send it up to another place up top here where the duplicants can get the slime in order to use to deal with the farms. So we might do like a little slime storage area down here with an automation system, so that the people who are gathering it aren't going into the slimy biome and running back and forth with those germs, but we can still send the slime in where we need it. I think that might work. We'll see. Good evening, CrypticFox. Hope your back is fine. Thanks, Cerberus Bloodborne. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, it's not doing too bad at the moment. I've really cut back on my pain meds, which is great. So I'm not having to like constantly stay a steady stream of those in order to do things well. Do bristle blossoms instead. Well, the trouble with bristle blossoms is they consume large amounts of water. And we're already at the point where we don't necessarily have a really good supply of water because we haven't found a steam geyser. If I could find a steam geyser, then yeah, I'd like to do bristle blossoms. But so far, so far I've only seen 2 geysers that. Anyway, well, you gotta be kidding me! How did you get down there? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, honestly. That's just... these guys. They're out to get me. You know what? I could probably just dig my way out. Forget the ladder. We'll save the materials. Just dig your way out. I need to dig all this stuff anyway. That's ridiculous. We have more dust caps, though. They can go plant those. That's good. Need a ladder by the geyser. Do I have one? Oh, hold on. There we go. Reachable build and insufficient resources. We're in iron ore, so we can get rid of this. Airflow tile. You know, we don't even need. You know, we can just use one. And hop across that gap. I don't need them to be in there much anyway. There's no oxygen up here, though. I'm gonna have to put like a little oxygen space up top here so they actually have a room they can breathe in. I don't have... Well, there's little CO2 down here. We could build something like right here, I guess. Jai with a $2 super chat. How's the desk treating you? It's great. I love being able to actually move it up and down and switch positions when I'm working. Because I do find that when I sit for long periods of time, my back starts to ache, and I really need to move around, but I kind of don't want to stop working because I'm often in the middle of something, so it's nice to be able to... it's nice to be able to get up and move and still be working. It's been really helpful so far. I still can't stand for really long periods of time, unfortunately, because my leg is still an issue at the moment. However, it gives me that flexibility to kind of change the way that I'm working, which is just amazing. Another super chat from Darklings. 5:30 a.m. We'll try to sleep times 3 night. Oh my gosh. I hope you manage to get some sleep. And you don't have to rush off to work at like 6 o'clock in the morning. That'd be awful. You can't get to the natural gas geyser. Well, they couldn't, but they can now. I broke the little block there that was in the way. They should be able to reach it. In theory. Unfortunately, every time they go through there, they're gonna get a little wet for that water seal. But let's set this for slime. Organic slime. What do I have this set at? 6. I'm gonna set this one for the same. Down here, we'll extend the ladder down a little farther. We're gonna dig out the room that's in here. This will be my new slime storage space. Like so. Come on. Give me what I need. There's probably way more than I need there. Alright, we're gonna set up shipping. This will be where an honor sweeper will still hang out. It'll work. I swear. Is your favorite food Tide Pods? Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, clearly not. You don't want to eat Tide Pods. Get out of here. That's not working, yeah. 3 tiles high left of airflow at Geyser. What? Confused. Not sure what you're talking about. 3 tiles high left of airflow. Oh, what, over here? Like take this out, you're saying? They can't even reach that. Which means you're right, they're not jumping across. Oh, right here. Oh, gosh. There we go. Oh, I see what happened. So they stood up top here, they could dig stuff out and they could build, but they just couldn't climb down there. Duh. I am so smart. Smarty. Never did see another geyser. Oh, there's one here. Spoke too soon. So we have a geyser over there. Is that... What's going on there? It's a weird temperature variance in the abyssalite. Another big cold biome over here, which is nice. Actually, if we dig all the way over here, I might be able to get some of that last wheat's wort that I need to finish off the cold room for cooling our airflow. So we found one other geyser. That's something. Eventually, we'll dig our way down low enough we can get to some oil, make some plastics, do some petroleum production. But I mean, our primary scenario is going to be like trying to make food, which you know we can do a little bit through the volcano situation, but not good. What happens when you run out of slime? If you run out of slime, then the mushrooms won't grow anymore. Use the where can I do grow function. I was so proud of you. Where can you come from? Where can you go? Don't destroy it for me. Ah, Tabes. How's it going? Hope you can cheer me up. Lost my job because of a new owner wanted new employer. Oh, that really sucks, GMK. Sorry to hear that. That bites. Circuit overloaded. Oh, yeah. I keep meaning to change this over and then keep forgetting. If we can get enough actual... So we can change this over to conductive wire. Conductive wire can carry so much more power. And still go through the tiles. So if we can swap this over, we'll actually start to manage the power down there a little bit without it overloading. This is so painful right here. It's good that we stocked up on a good supply, because it's going to be a bit of a scramble to fix this particular problem. Right here, I need to plug this up. We're getting small amounts of water up here, so it's not a ton, but it's something. Oh, actually, no, it's flowing really good now. Nice. Sweet. That's good. Food through volcano? They want to eat the gold? No, so we can we can heat up slime up there to create dirt. If you get it hot enough, the slime will turn into dirt. The trouble is then you end up with like molten dirt, which is not particularly good for your plants. So kind of a problem there. Pearl Jam, elderly woman behind the counter in a small town. Pop eardrums and natural gas. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not really looking to. I'm not looking for them to spend a lot of time in here. I don't have my exosuit set up for them to come up here either. So, okay, we want our ventilation, gas pump. I guess I'm gonna get out of gold since we're running out of materials. This is gonna need power, of course. So we'll just tap that right off of the fancy power grid we have here. This might overload the wire, but we'll see. Okay. Cancel this, please. No. No. Why is it still showing gas pipes there? I don't understand. Something got muffed up. Like so. This is all connected to the same power grid, so this will turn on pretty much right away. I really should put like a gas pressure sensor in here too, I guess. I don't have any metals. I need more metal. Somebody go dig something. Man, look at all this algae down here. Okay, let's throw a ladder over here. Get these guys to dig all this stuff up. Give me some of that sweet, sweet metal. Hot dirt through cold biome. Well, the tricky part is going to be they're going to want to use the dirt right away, and we don't want them to. So, like, they need to cool the dirt down before they put in the plants, because I think if you put hot dirt in here, it changes the temperature of the tile, which then heats up the area where the plants are growing. Like, we kind of ran into that problem before, so we got to be a little careful of that. Use one conductive wire too many at hydrogen. Did I? I don't have the metal for it anyway. The whole thing's just not working right now. I desperately need more iron. I mean, there's big pockets of it over here. I shouldn't have all that much trouble with it, but... let's dig our... You know what? Let's dig a little tunnel for these guys to run through also. Bloop. Throw a little tile right here. They can dig over here. Steps down. Alright, that'll let them get all the way over here, and then they can start to dig into this mess. Get algae and iron at the same time. Red alert, the natural gas geyser. Why? I'm confused. I love gold! Dupes of the harness the power of the sun level up. Dupes of the harness the power of the sun level 11 to make cookies. Yeah. Do you think you can dig all the metal with a little ladder? The magic of priority systems? Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. The dreaded low battery warning. Where's this now? Unrefrigerated food. Oh, what's going on down here? It's sitting in CO2. That shouldn't be a problem. What's going on? Where do we have unrefrigerated food? Oh, you know what? This is not set up to store frost buns, and it's actually, these are full anyway. Okay, let's throw another... We need another food storage container here, another ration box. Because they're just leaving the food sitting in front of the in front of the little cooking thingamajiggy. Eggshells into dirt? That's new, eh? Wait, you can turn eggshells into dirt? No, the eggshells get turned into lime. I don't know how you turn them into dirt. That confuses me. Can you make a tunnel all the way down from the gold geyser to let spill into the cold biome? Not necessarily, though. We could use an automation system, like using one of these shipping systems to pick up the gold and send it down to the cold biome. We'd first have to make we'd have to make tungsten to withstand the heat. But that's an option. Let's set these for slime. Organic. Slime. Priority 6. Copy settings. Deconstruct this container. Colony lacks mechatronics engineer. I forgot. I thought we'd promoted somebody to that job. Who's our mechatronics engineer? There we are. How do we not have somebody who's skilled up enough to do this? I thought Coley was somebody I had already gotten through the necessary positions. So we have general engineer. I was certain we had somebody who had the qualification to become a mechatronics engineer, but maybe not. Let's take Suri and we'll move them to general engineering. We're going to take Kali and send them over to Gopher Supply. Just to crisscross there and get the skills we need. We need the skill. What is this? This is out of fertilizer, not surprisingly. I ain't gonna need fertilizer generation. Ration box sent to printer not in CO2. Oh yeah, this one here. I forgot I even had that one there. These are priority 7. Let's copy settings. Let's deconstruct this box. There we go. Get rid of that. Finally fixed that problem. Pepper nuts. Well, the pepper nuts are all going into coffee right now. They only grow so fast, too. I mean, we have... The tricky part here is I put the Drecos in here with them also, and maybe I shouldn't do that. I should probably move the Drecos out and put them in someplace for Bomb Lily. Because I'm not really focusing on trying to get plastics out of them anyway, and Bomb Lily don't really have much other purpose for me, except they have to grow in chlorine, which creates some minor challenges. But if I should probably build a separate Decro farm instead of doubling up. I think I might do that. Because I'm not really using the Drecos right now anyway. We've already sheared a whole bunch of them, so... Oh, look at little baby Dreco. Ah, he's so cute. We've already sheared a few of them, so we don't really need these anymore. You know what? I'm gonna change this room over to a farm. Let's get faster peppernut growth out of this, because the peppernut can actually be used to produce food for the colony, which is a little bit more important. And we can actually expand on the size of this farm if we get rid of the Drecos. So... Because I think they have different room sizes, right? If we look in the stable, 96. Oh, no, I guess it's the same. Greenhouse is also 96. This room currently is only 84, so it can't really get a whole lot bigger. But it's something. Minor something. Where can I put these Drecos? I gotta stick them someplace where they're not gonna run amok on me. You know what? I should tap into this chlorine here. Hit up the chlorine! Now it says 40%. Wait, what says 40%? What'd I miss? What'd I miss? I missed something. Pepper plants are really needy, yeah. Oh, the stress. Yeah, stress has gotten a little high. It's because I'm sending people out into these... Oh, look, they're running through nasty water here. That doesn't help. I'm also sending them out into these biomes that are just not so fun to play in right now. So Jakaram is our highest stress person. Where are you, Jakaram? Is Jakaram the scientist we're sending out? Yeah, that's what the problem is. So Jakaram we're sending out into a really hot environment with no oxygen to study the gas geyser. Which I'm sure is probably not his favorite thing to do in the world. All your food will rot. No, it's fine. It's sitting in CO2. The food's not rotting. We had a little issue with some of the stuff. Oh, there's a rot pile there, but... Rotten pinch pepper nut. Poor pinch pepper nut. How did we end up with pinch pepper nut over there? I thought I set this one up for the pinch of pepper nut. Yeah, that's set for 7. You know what? Set it for 8 for the pinch of pepper nuts. Because they have these ration boxes set at 7. And probably for cooking ingredients, raw eggs are fine. Actually, I don't even need this set that high. It's fine. Ah, you know what? Even a 6. Because I just told them not to store it in those other storage boxes. Let's make sure these are set up not to hold it. Seeds. Blossom seeds, briar seeds, balm lily seeds are fine. Fungal spores, not so much. Pimper pepper seed. Yeah, pimper. Actually, they can put those there. That's fine. And then the actual pinch of pepper nuts aren't going in here, so those are good. Let's copy those settings, apply them to all this. I need more storage. Look, these are all full. Good lord. Something's been jonesing for me to fix this towel right here anyway, so we'll fix it now. I was leaving it there as like a little fun little OCD tweak, but we'll get rid of that. Try to fix the core down there too. Yay, oxygen's a luxury. They don't deserve it. They don't need no oxygen. Look at this oxygen in here. We got air. It's fine. Just we don't have any air out here, which isn't so fine. Oh, pump's finished. All right, so we're pumping gas into these. Now, I don't have an outlet for them to send out their CO2, so they're not going to run anyway, but that's fine. That'll all back up. So it's all primed and ready to go. It's all connected. Sweet. Good deal. Storage below hatch farm. Perfect. Perfect height. For what? Oh, down here you mean? Like put storage in the hatch farm? Oh, down here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm not going to be able to do any artwork down there, but that's okay. Come on. There's a bomb lily seed sitting on the ground here. That's weird. How can I pick? There we go. Yeah. That's what we want. Still waiting on the statistics for the natural gas generator. Yeah, they're working on it. Why did I put this in here? I don't even remember. Don't even remember. Oh, the eggs. We're getting good egg production. We just, it's not really fast enough. Phosphorite. The one regret I'm going to have in changing this over to a greenhouse is that we've got... Oh, look at them in there. We have these nice little shine bugs in here that are gobbling stuff up for us. I guess I could leave them in there. I mean, they don't necessarily need to be in a stable, I suppose, but... Run CO2 through carbon skimmer and water sieve. Just to produce, like, dirt out of our carbon, you mean? Or out of our CO2? Let's see the natural gas generator. Did they analyze it yet? No! Can't tell how far along the progress is, either. Produces 521.1 grams per second at 150 degrees Celsius. Erupts for 305 seconds every 594 seconds, so it's around 50% active when it's running. We don't know what the active period is, but I haven't seen it erupting yet. Could just be that this is already really full of gas, but it's not maxed out, so I don't know. Usually caps out at 5 kilograms. Put an algae terrarium room up near your geyser so it doesn't have to run so far to breathe. Well, the trouble is we need CO2 for that, so I could put like a little room in here. Once these start running, they'll produce CO2. You know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. Hold on. How can I do this? If we give them a little room over here, then we can pump the CO2 into it and clean it. It's going to max out on pressure, though, so we'll have to have an overflow to send the CO2 somewhere else. It's like a carbon skimmer or something. It's actually a little... You know what? We'll dig a larger space in here. I'm going to do... Oh, it's above the volcano. I can't do it there. I don't want to do it above the volcano. That's going to make for ugly business. I need to go even higher. We need to go higher instead of deeper. Get away from that crazy volcano. Okay, I'm going to try digging in here. So we're going to set up a carbon skimmer system on its own little infinite loop. And we'll have a separate little oxygen room so they can, if they're up here working, they go in there and breathe. Excuse me, sorry. So that'll give them oxygen so they don't have to run all the way down. All you need is the active period. Yeah, well, I can't make them do it any faster. I guess maybe I can. Put a high priority on it. Ba-da-ba. Yeet. What's yeet? We don't got no yeet. Don't know what yeet is. Ooh, if we go over here, I can actually pump the water out, so I don't have to run pumps quite as far. Come on, you guys. Hey, you guys. In here, if I have any metal, I don't know if they've dug any up for me yet. Liquid pump. Metal. Yeah, sweet. We have a whole bunch of iron again. Okay, so we're going to put a little water pump in here. Up in this room up top here, we're going to need a little double system that's probably going to get very hot. I want refinement so we can have a water sieve. And we're going to need oxygen so that we can get access to the carbon skimmer. These are going to be behind a door. So our duplicates are need to go in and out of there. This is obviously too high, so we can cancel all this stuff. Bloop. Give it a floor, because why not? Okay, and then in terms of plumbing, we're gonna have to set up its own little loop. Comes out of here, feeds into there. This comes out of here, feeds into there. And then we need an initial pump to pump this in, so we're gonna send this up and over, up to here, going like crazy. And feed it into the outflow on this. You can build a gas compressor for the carbon dioxide and natural gas so you can store it for future use. We could do that, but I actually am going to have a purpose for this. So this is going to produce a little bit of polluted dirt, which can then add to what we're feeding to our compost, which will help us produce a little bit more clean dirt. I mean, theoretically, if we can produce enough polluted dirt, we can convert it into clean dirt and use it for farming. It's just... What's going on here? Oh, I did break the wire. I wondered whether I would. I thought that I might. I'm going to have to use heavy watt wire through here. What a nuisance. On the plus side, for whatever reason, I didn't go in a straight line. I actually made it go through the gap, which is exactly what we have to do with the heavy watt wire. Where's our iron? Let's convert all this. I thought it might break it, but I just wanted to check. Use insulated tile floor because of volcano. Ooh, that's probably a good idea. I am inclined to agree. So let's go cancel buildings. Try to insulate from the volcano if we can a little bit. The one tile worth of insulation may not really do a lot, but if I leave some igneous rock in between it, it should help. I'm going to leave a gap at the top for the hydrogen to get out of here, so once we actually compress this with oxygen and stuff, the hydrogen will flow up and out. In here, we're going to do a little algae terrarium. Now they're going to have to run up here with water to resupply this thing, which really kind of sucks. But I guess it's not the end of the world. Watching a typical gamer stream. You're going to watch typical gamer stream. Alright, see you, Savage Gamer. Remember, composted dirt comes at 75 degrees Celsius. If you use it in your plants, it will raise the temp too much. Well, yeah, except we've already been doing it. We've been using composted dirt out of here forever. And I mean, you're right, things are warm. Actually, it's too warm over here. Oh, things have gone poorly over here, temperature-wise. So now they're not only stifled because of fertilizer, they're stifled because of body temperature. I need to change my flow and send cooler air up here. Insulated gas pipe. Send this back up to here in the garden instead. Because we've kind of let things get too warm up here. Growth is all. So we have a double problem now. We have a fertilizer problem, but we also have a temperature problem. It's too warm. Hey, didn't know you were live. No notifications. Sorry, Katrina. If you're not receiving notifications, try checking to see whether you have the bell checked off for notifications on the channel. Sometimes if you don't have that checked off, they won't tell you about the stream. It kind of sucks. Sort of how they play it, I guess. You're lacking the dormant time, so it won't show you anything useful. Oh. Well, until we get... So our active period, we'll give it the dormant time, right? Oh, no, foods! Yeah, I mean, we're actually holding our own on our food, considering we haven't been getting any mealwood, and we're still sitting around 250,000 kilocalories. So at the moment, we're cooking frost buns, I think. That's going to run out. Because, oh, yeah, it already did. It's going to run out because we don't have a proper frost farm set up down here. And there's only a couple of plants that are growing, so we're actually... The seeds, unfortunately, that are used to grow are the same ones we're consuming in order to have an influx of food. What's our temperature at? Minus 29. The challenge with the farming for the sleet wheat is that it actually requires irrigation, which is kind of a problem for, like, temperatures and stuff. I need to, like, start to consolidate more stuff down here. I want to do a whole bunch of mining down here. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Hold on. To dig all this out, what do I need to do block-wise for me to get across here? I guess I'll need a couple things. There we go. I know you probably already said, but why don't you use the wild balm lily under natural gas generators to make Draco Farm? Yeah, I'm actually intending to. So, well, actually, up here, yeah, we could do that. I mean, what have we got in here? There's chlorine in here. It's just not a high concentration of chlorine. So yeah, we could turn this into a farm. Initially, I was gonna try and make use of the wild pinch of pepper plants that were in here, but there's actually really not much point to that. More than anything, this is just going to be a function, is the space right? So if I look at the room size in here, 82 tiles, so it's fine. If we go in here and set up stations, if we throw a grooming station here, this immediately becomes a Draco farm. We'll need a drop off. Which I apparently can't build because the plant's there, which is great. Gotta get this thing out of here. Can I even reach that? Oh, they might be able to. If they get rid of that plant, then I can put a drop-off point here. And then we'll just need a shearing station. We'll take all the Dracos that are down here in this farm, we'll move them out, and then just focus on growing pinch of pepper nuts down here. You know what, don't need water. Sleetweed is the only thing that needs water and dirt. Oh, sleetweed needs dirt also, which is, yeah, that's a problem. So, I mean, we have some of it that's growing wild. I want to... The trouble is, like, it grows wild, it dies and drops the seed, and then if I take the seed away, it doesn't regrow. So it's kind of a pain. No, it must drop more seeds than it actually does for growing. I forget how many seeds it drops at once. But nevertheless, I kind of want to, like... I don't want to plant it. I want to just leave it growing wild. It's kind of a nuisance. Let's dig this out some more. Oh, the air pressure this takes is actually pretty low. We don't really need a lot there. Huh. Can't get over the 2 gap in the slime biome. Digging and just set up. Oh, did I make a big one? Oh, I did, yeah. Whoops. Small whoops. It's fine. It's okay. All good. I'm gonna put a second mushroom farm down here. As we dig this out, we should get quite a few dust caps. Try to make a living off of some mushrooms. Speaking of which, we can set this to cook some mushroom caps. Keep that food supply going. I think so. Need a couple more colds and some more wild and bread all day. Listen to Durgan. What'd I do? I did it already. I already saw it. Sorry. Yeah, I want to try and keep the wild sleet wheat. I need to dig out more space for it. Midnight, just saying. Yeah, I'm going to go a little late tonight because I started really late tonight as well. So we'll run for maybe another 15 minutes or so. Try to get a little bit more progress. If I could dig access to more of the sleet wheat down here, I feel like that would be a good thing. Try to leave it wild. You have a super buildup of germs where you dug out slime and you might want to deodorize a lower germ count. I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's 16,000. It's not actually that high. It would do to actually set something right here, though, to try to clean it. They're coming through here with exosuits on, so it's not the worst situation, but I should actually... Now, they are bringing some germs into the colony. This is all oxygen in here. It's clean oxygen, so fortunately the germs won't propagate in it. So they're kind of stopping here at the doorway, but we are carrying some through into the space. I really should have some like sink set up or something, but I mean I want to check and see a duplicate when they get out of the suit and see if they actually take germs with them. Oh, you got too fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got slime along a few places in here. Disinfect the ladder. This system here I actually should move down too. So I wanted to keep the air clean as it came out of here. But let's not let it spread before we clean it. I can't believe I didn't have someone set up for mechatronics engineer. I thought for sure I had done a job swap earlier, but apparently I didn't because I'm just not that bright. They all set on harvest? Ooh, good point. No, they probably aren't. No. There we go. So they'll go harvest those now when they're full. Make a hand sanitizer? Yeah, I could do that too. We do have quite a bit of bleach stone over here. I'm not exactly carrying a lot with them though. Let's try and, you know what? I've never built a hand sanitizer. In all the time I played this game, well, no, that's not true. I think I might have built it once, but I've almost never used them. And it takes, oh, you have bleach stone to actually build it. I thought it was just to resupply it. All right, so I've got to crack into a place here where we can actually get access to some bleach stone, which is not really that big of a deal because we have it like right here. But we'll throw a little tile in here, and then I'll dig them up this way. This Morb's got to go, too. Don't like you. Die, Morb, die. Slime lung's not a problem with ladders. Yeah, not so much. I mean, slime lung really only becomes an issue when it becomes airborne. The physical, like the surface germs from the slime lung, not really a big deal, and as long as it doesn't start to spread, and it actually needs polluted oxygen to spread, so it's not really that big a deal. Shouldn't you have mechatronics engineering if you already have exosuits? No, mechatronics engineering is only required for building the shipping systems. Oh, I can make more refined metal now. I think iron ore was what I stocked up on. Make some more of that. I have to go through and look at what else produces dirt. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this water cooler. I wish I could just move it over somewhere. It takes up like a weird tile placement, though. If I get rid of the storage compactor... Oh, that's fine. If I get rid of the storage compactor and stuff, I can put this in there instead. Deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. And then in furniture, I'll place the water cooler over here once they break the statue, as long as it'll place here. How big is that arcade unit? I totally want to use this thing, but we need refined metal for it. They're working on that, but we need 400 kilograms of it. And we have 0. Good job. Fantastic. Over here we have basically 3 tiles to work with, and I think this unit might be 3 tiles wide, which kind of stinks because I don't have a storage container right next to my espresso machine for them to make espresso. So we're gonna have to fix that obviously because espresso is life. But we'll figure that out. Why more unneeded power at the cost of a life? Well, I mean, we don't even need this power up here, to be entirely honest with you. How have they not finished that yet? That's weird. Ooh, this is done. Okay, good. Okay, over here, ventilation. Do some gas pipes to send stuff in here. Do a vent here, and let's throw a vent in here. This all needs power, obviously, so we'll need to set that up. Where is my power? We'll tap into the heavy watt wire, and we'll send a little small transformer here. Oh, heavy watt wire. There we go. Connect that out of iron, connect that in here, switch to regular wire, power all this junk. I also need power down here too, so I guess that would make sense to connect that too. Oh, that can't do that. Oh, come on. Cancel. Stop it! Don't do that. There we go. All right, that'll get our carbon scrubber going, so we'll be able to clean the CO2 that's coming off of this system, so that's fine. Everything's good there. By the way, upgrade your noob's job. Well, I don't want to upgrade them too high. Where do I have you set? Noodle Grand. If I upgrade you up to here, that's going to increase you to tier 4. Why not? Oh, you're actually not high enough yet. Noodle Grand's only 73%, so you can't move up. There's only a few duplicates that I want to move into these higher tiers right now anyway, because they require such a high morale expectation. I'm sure that's partly what's contributing some of the stress. The Jakaram, we moved up into that level to do the analysis on the Geyser, which he still hasn't finished. Jakaram's slacking. Come on, buddy. I don't know how he hasn't finished the analysis on that. That's crazy. Jakaram, we moved up into that top tier, so he's got like this huge requirement now for his morale, which is kind of a problem. Not Noodle, me. Oh, is there a Durgan in here? Hey! Durgan, you ended up in this colony twice, because Noodle Grand was yours also. Totally forgot about that. Where's the Durgans? Gopher. Yeah, we can move you up. Okay. Actually, we can move all these guys up. This tier 3 at +8 is really not that bad. So let's move Brian. Kali is not high enough yet, but Durgan can move. There we go. There we go. I wonder what Brian was, so you can get him to the mech engineer. Was it Brian that I had done that switch over for? I knew I had, like to say I knew it, but I was sure I had moved somebody, but I couldn't remember who it was. Oh, I don't have we're not storing pinch of pepper nuts anywhere right now. I'm gonna put a storage here for pinch of pepper nuts, like just outside this door. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I told you it was okay, and you can wait till the next colony to put me in anyway. I completely forgot the Noodle Grand was in there also. Hey, Cryptic, any clue when the stream will be uploaded to YouTube? Love them all so far. It's usually live immediately after. Sometimes it takes a little while for them to process it, so it might be a couple hours, but more often than not, it's available immediately for most of it. Usually if it's within 2 hours, they've got it available pretty close to right away. No, that's not what I want. Wait, what did I... Oh, I was storing... Wait a minute, I had this all set up wrong anyway. I had it set up to store the seed, but I didn't want that. I need a food storage container to put pinch of pepper nuts, not this. So I was storing the wrong thing there the whole time, pretty much. Well, that sucks. Alright, so I need to set these for pinch of pepper nuts. I don't know what I was thinking before. Unless I put a refrigerator up here. We have the power. Let's do a fridge. I almost never use these things. Coffee greater than decor. You are absolutely correct. The espresso was much, much better. Okay, we refined a bunch of metal here. Let's probably do some more. Because I probably already used it. But I want to get that arcade cabinet in here. 1.2 kilowatts of power. Oh my god. What's our power draw on here? 960, 240, 480. Oh my gosh. If I get all of them in this one room, I'm actually going to exceed the power capacity of this thing. Wait a minute. What am I got going on here? This wire has max 2 kilowatts, and I'm using... Oh no, I have a full-size transformer. Okay. I need to put a separate transformer to run the arcade cabinet and run its own separate wiring. That's insane. That's insane. Good lord. I really wanted the arcade, but that's insane. Like, it's blowing my mind. How can I do it? I gotta have it. I'm a sucker. I need it. Let's deconstruct this. If I put another full-size power transformer here, I can run a separate wire specifically for the arcade cabinet using the 2 kilowatt wiring. And then we'll have the arcade, because we have to have video games. Coffee and video games. They go hand in hand. At least in my world they do. Blitter, blitter. Ah, get your groove on, guys. The way they dance. I want to see them do the floss, though. That would be funny. Ever check how much power this live stream uses? Nope. It's espresso, not espresso. Yeah, I know. I'm saying espresso. Anyone else get a bug where dupe starves to death while you have a tons of food, all designated edible, and a clear route to the storage? Yeah, that can happen now because they only eat during break time. They won't eat during work time. So you have to be a little bit cautious of that. Make sure they have an appropriate amount of break time to be able to feed themselves. Had one starved to death yesterday. Loaded before he died. Gave him a move order to move the storage, and he stood there and starved to death. Well, that's weird. The fact that he didn't move over there is kind of a problem. And it wasn't... Obviously, it wasn't blocked because your other duplicates were eating. Is that what the deal was? You can only build... What the... Oh, it's refined metals for this thing. 590. All right. Fine. Take my stuff. Awful game. We need a conductive wire for this. Send that through the ceiling. And then we'll see where the arcade cabinet actually fits, because I don't know if it's even going to be big enough. How do the two power transformers differ from each other? It's the amount of wattage they can send through. So if you look at the small transformer, this one here is set up to take the power and reduce it down to an output capacity of 1,000 joules. Whereas the larger power transformer will do 4 kilojoules, so 4,000 joules. So it just depends on what you need. If you're trying to do a branch using regular size wiring, you want to use the small power transformer, because the small wires can only hold a load of 1,000 watts. Or 1,000 joules, whatever. So they'll hold 1,000 joules. This power transformer, because it'll send 4 kilojoules will allow you to use things like conductive wiring. The conductive wiring will hold 2 kilojoules of power, 2 joules, whatever it is. Kilojoules, man. It'll hold 2 kilojoules of power on the conductive wiring. So you need this larger transformer to be able to send power that way. So theoretically, you could create a branching system that starts with, this is 20 kilowatts on the heavy watt wire. Split it into 4 kilowatt amounts, kilojoules, whatever, 4 kilojoules. God, my brain is not working. And then split that separately again into smaller 1,000. So you send like 2,000 down this way, run it through 2 power transformers to send 1,000 out each branch. It's just that like this heavy watt wire here consumes like it sends out a big negative decor effect. If we look at our decor in here, it's like hugely negative decor in this space. So you want to keep the heavy watt wire out of the common areas, and the conductive wire that you can use to branch down to send larger power amounts doesn't have a negative decor impact. So it tends to be preferable that way. Okay, furniture, arcade. No, I still don't have enough. I think they're taking it and using it down here because I told them to build the wires down here out of it. So they're working on doing the conductive wire down there, which is helping, but joules is not equal watts. Yeah, like if you look at, where are we here? 20 kilowatts. Capacity 1,000 joules, runoff 0 joules per cycle. Well, the net result is this one splits it into like 1,000 kilowatt packets anyway. And this one does like 4,000. Joules equals power of time, watts equals power volume. Yeah, I'm no electrician. I don't explains it, I just does it. Is there any situation where you want more than one transformer on the same power line? Yeah, for sure. So if you send, like I said, if you send it through the larger transformer, so you get your 4,000 units of power. Because I'm not gonna split hairs on what kilowatts and joules and all that junk are. I'm no, like I said, I'm no electrician. So you have it coming on the large wire. You split it into this, so you get 4,000. So you send, maybe then you send this down a line, using 2,000 in each direction or something. And then you have it then separately split into 1,000 watt packets. So it sort of depends on how big your colony is. This colony is not really big enough to need that amount of subdivision. But if you played for like 1,000 cycles, your colony is going to be massive. And you might want to control the distribution of power to different areas so you can use heavy watt wire to go to main junctions. And then from those junction points, use the full-size transformers in order to send out power down the lines. And then use smaller transformers to branch it into the smaller areas of your colony. But again, this colony is not really big enough to require all that. Can't get enough of this arcade cabinet. I want the arcade. I know we're already over time. I just want my arcade cabinet. That's only how much it stores on its own. Like the inside of the battery of the old transformer had 1K alco and was supply 20K. Used big watt. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, 1 joule equals 1 watt plus 1 watt per second. Arcade net needs more than 1 kilowatt. You'll need a bigger transformer. No, not the way that this game is set up. So like if you look at, oh, there we go. Oh, I can't really. The arcade cabinet's gonna go between buildings too. Just you wait. It does. Oh, come on! You're killing me here. All this work to get an arcade. Oh, we can build it there. Nice. Okay. Now we need conductive wire to go from here into our arcade. Yeah, they can play video games and drink coffee. This is awesome. So transformers are divide the amount of power into subsections, and they can have more than one coal generator on the same power line. Yeah, that's right. You just want to get consistently smaller wiring as you go. Oh, I ran out like just the tiniest bit, like one wire. I don't have enough raw metal to produce it. So you use the fat wire, the heavy watt wire, to carry the most power around to your different areas. Then you use your transformers to start to subdivide that power into smaller units that won't overload the power lines that you're going to run through your base. Because if you did it all heavy watt wire through your colony, the negative decor would be killer. You'd have stress problems, which Durgan is having problems with right now. It's the coffee in the video game lounge. It's awesome. This is amazing. Like, how can they not... Like, oh, there they go. Get your groove on. Oh, well. Momentary dancing, but they didn't really do a whole lot of celebrating. Ooh, this is running now. Hey, this is the thing. Hooray! We got stuffs. What's this going on here? What's not happening over here? Ooh. Oh, I backed up the whole system. Good me. Alright, this has got to get deconstructed. I wasn't paying attention. I backed it all up. Come on. Oh, they're sleeping. Yeah, they're not going to do a whole lot of work if they're sleeping, I guess. Doop, boop, doop, boop. Come on, finish the arcade cabinet. I want to see this thing work. I have no idea what it looks like. It has two duplicates can play on it at the same time. It apparently has different sound effects for single person or single duplicate playing versus two duplicates. So I want to see what that's like. Hey, it's finished. And this is gonna be awesome. I'm so immature. Collie's enjoying a little coffee break. Maybe she'll play the arcade. Come on, play the arcade. Play it. Nope, no, come back. Come back. Oh. Ooh, I totally forgot about this. They still haven't dug that out. Maybe they can't reach it. Give them a ladder. They can reach it then. You know what? Let me just stop mucking with this. This is silliness. I'll just put the drop off somewhere else. I'll put it over here. Should put a smart battery in the natural gas line to prevent you burning up all the gas. I should. You are correct. I should probably put it relatively close so that I'm not sending... using up excess wires. Not that. Oh, I need it. Need more raw material, raw metals, or refined metals rather. Give me all that metals. Look at the algae now. 7.7 tons. We dug up so much of it from down here. Let's peel this off some more. I want to see somebody use the arcade. My night will be complete for this evening when somebody uses the arcade cabinet. Sim says I have to go to full screen so I don't see the chat anymore. Are you on your are you following on your phone or are you using your computer? Because if you want to block the chat on your smartphone, all you have to do is like there's like a thing you can shrink and expand and then it will stop it from doing it. Oh look, we have actual plants growing. Woohoo! We found dirt. Small, microscopic, tiny little itty bitty amounts of dirt and lots of heat. Good times. Give credit the battery ID to my housemates. Could you say thank you, Edelin, to confuse him for me, please? All right. Thank you, Edelin. Edelon. I don't know how to say that. Switch the game to normal speed in the chilly time when they dance and play the arcade. Okay. When they hit break time here and somebody goes to use the stuff, we'll get a good view. Oh, there it is. Get down there. Chill out, guys. Was that Snoops? Who's chatting with me? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Come on. Somebody use the arcade. It's all built outside of recreation room. What? Why is that not a recreation room? What the heck? I need a decoration item. Oh, really? Killing me here. I have no room for pictures. These things are all too... Oh, there we go. Phew. Saved by the bell. Oh, they're playing the game! Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. I don't know why I'm so entertained by that, but I find that really awesome. Pew pew. Oh, the ship got blown up. All right, they'll build up that art piece there, and then we'll have this will be a proper recreation room again. They can get the nice chill out bonus for hanging out in here. We've already run over time now. It's like almost 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to call it a night. I love that arcade cabinet. That thing is the best. Between that and the coffee maker, I swear, like, I was really looking forward to them adding more recreation stuff outside of the massage tables. And I am so glad they finally put it in the game, because it is, I don't know, it makes me happy. Nevertheless, thanks everyone for coming out to the stream, and everyone who sent out the super chats, our new members to the channel as well. I really appreciate the new membership. That's really that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to be away for all of next week, so there won't be any streams next week. This will probably be the last stream until I get back, so I'm not planning to stream tomorrow night because I need to try to get some recording set up for while I'm away. I'm going to have to try a couple of videos that go live while I'm away, but it's not really going to be a full week's worth of content, so I apologize for that. And I apologize also for the late start this morning. I totally fell asleep with my daughter, and it was not the plan, but thank you everyone for hanging out just the same. I appreciate all of your company. You guys are all amazing, and all the wonderful support that you consistently show pretty much all of the time. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.